Mazziotti. Jordan, sorry about that. Come on, but you're taking forever to get up here, you prima donna. Get up here.
I'm going to be taking notes, Jordan.
Yes. Your time starts now.
Oh no, okay. So, hi, my name is Jordan Mazziotti. And as you can see, I match a lot. I always follow the rule of threes when I dress myself. Tie, watch, pants. But my wife came up to me the other day and she was like, "You don't match today." And it was like, that's weird, I always match. Then I looked down and I realized that I was naked. Blonde, red, jet black. Just want to make sure I leave that picture in your minds the rest of the time that I'm on stage right here. Just focus right there. There's one thing I'm really, really good at, and that's mediocrity. And I found this out when I was performing a show recently. After a show, an audience member came up to me and said, "Not only are you a bad comedian, you're a bad husband, and you're a bad father." I was like, "Whoa, calm down, honey." I was really, really messed up. Really, really messed up. But I've been happily married for 10 years to the same woman. And it's been great. But before I got married, I dated a cougar. She was, do we have any cougars out of the 5 ladies here? No. But I dated a cougar. She was a beautiful and majestic creature until she mauled my entire family. Like I said, I've been married for 10 years. And during this time that I've been married, I've acquired a rare form of narcolepsy. It's called, my wife tells me every detail of her dayitis. And, it goes something like this. It's like, "Oh, I woke up with Tim this morning and the kids were crying." And I'm like, "Oh, well, what did you say, honey?" And then, I heard it's growing rapidly among the married male population and the long-term boyfriend population. But I try to be responsible while I'm driving. I always use voice text, to avoid getting in car accidents. And I was texting my wife the other day, and what it was supposed to say was, "My phone is about to die. I love you. Goodbye." But instead, it said, "You're gonna die. I love you. Goodbye." And then my phone died right after that. But my wife's okay, so that's good. I know, Ben, you're going to critique me because I'm telling jokes about my kids now.
I'm judging you right now.
Awesome. So I have a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. They're adorable, I love them to death. But my 4-year-old came up to me recently, just came up to me super duper excited, and she was like, "Daddy, I went poop yesterday." I'm like, "That's great, good job." And then right after that she said, "And I didn't eat it." I was like, that's great too. Really great. And then I got to thinking in my head, so she told me dozens of times that she's went poop, but she's never told me that she didn't eat it. So my 4-year-old eats her own crap. Yeah. So my parents, who are standing right over there, raised me in the LDS faith, which I'm still an active member, but I think they did this with one purpose and one purpose only, that later in life, I could be their designated driver. And so I will be driving them home tonight because they are going to get sloshed. So be responsible though, you guys, be responsible. I was talking with an aunt and a grandma of mine the other day, and this aunt of mine had started dating this new guy. you know, they'd been dating for a month or so. So we were just talking, and I'm like, so how's your relationship going? It's like, yeah, it's going well. It's getting serious. You know, we've been on a lot of dates, and I think we're exclusive now. And I'm like, oh, have you researched him yet? Have you Googled him? And then Grandma interjects. It's like, Googling? That's so inappropriate. They probably haven't even kissed yet. Like, Grandma, Googling means you like research them on the internet and make sure they're a good person. You can also Yahoo or Bing them as well. Oh, preposterous. All right, well that doesn't work. That one's gone. Recently IKEA announced that they were going into the budget hotel business. And that they recently announced the name of this hotel was going to be Moxie, which I think is Swedish for cheap and uncomfortable. But when they announced they were doing these hotels, I wanted to definitely go check it out. And so when I got there, checked in at the front desk, they were, instead of a room key, they gave me an Allen wrench. And then when I got up to my room, I realized I actually had to install all of my own furniture. It took me all night, all the wheels were broke, all the legs were crooked, didn't get any sleep. But I do have to give it to them for their service, because instead of a mint on my pillow, they put a Swedish meatball, which great service. Interesting thing as well, when they did their press release, they said that they were not going to use their own furniture in their hotels, which I think is really weird. I was like, so you won't use your own furniture in your hotels, but you expected me to buy it for my house? All right, I'll do it. I don't know if you guys can see this image here. It's Michael J. Fox, picture of Michael J. Fox. And this is a picture drawn by Michael J. Fox. Parkinson's joke classic. But, so I have this problem, and it's really starting to affect my life. Every time I see the word pennies, I see the word penises, or peanuts. And it's really starting to affect my life. I was at a Chinese restaurant the other day, and I got a fortune cookie. So I opened it up, and it said, "See a penis, pick it up. All the rest of the day you'll have good luck." It's like, whoa, okay. So I waved that off. I got to a gas station to buy a soda. You know those little trays where you can pick up a coin to if you're missing a cent or two. I looked at it and said, "Take a penis, give a penis." Like, oh, okay. And then I was reading this book about Benjamin Franklin, and he always taught that a penis saved is a penis earned. But worst of all, I was watching this infomercial about those underprivileged children in Africa, and they're always asking for money to help support these young children. And then it brought up the text on screen: for only a few small penises a day, you can support this child in Africa. And so I think I'm getting a really bad case of dyslexia. So I went to Walmart the other day, and you see all kinds of interesting people at Walmart. So when I got there, within like the first 30, 40 seconds I was there, I saw a lady, an older lady, and she was walking, just kind of dragging her leg, and I was like, that's weird. And then I looked over to the pharmacy, and there was this guy just kind of with his arms outreached like this, and walking slowly, and just like, with his mouth again. And then I kind of freaked out at that moment, because I thought the zombie apocalypse was happening at my local Walmart. So I ran to the sporting good department, grabbed a rifle, and then I went to the home and garden department, grabbed a shovel, and then I just shot the one person right in the head. Head's gone. And then I grabbed the shovel and just started beating the other one relentlessly. And then I looked up, saw everyone looking at me, and I realized I'd been watching way too much Walking Dead. And then I'm probably going to prison for double murder. and that I probably should have went to IKEA instead. That's my time. Thank you, guys.
All right, bring that microphone over here. Don't put that thing up, Jordan. Yeah, everybody, Jordan. All right, first off, does anybody in the audience have any questions for Jordan? Any specific questions? Jordan's parents, you have any questions, like anything about his sexuality, anything? Because he does have a bow tie on.
I know you guys got questions.
Everything I want to know already.
You don't want to know. All right.
They're pleading the fifth over there.
Yeah.
I took notes, the only thing I wrote down was penis.
There was a lot of that.
Jordan's dad has a question.
Oh, yes.
Where's that $50 going?
Where's that? Jordan, where is that?
That is.
I think I owe you guys more than that.
Oh, okay.
Well, you're not supposed to say that.
I suspect they owe you a lot more than $50.
Like my life or something. I don't know.
So,
I have a question.
so yeah.
So, your daughter ate shit. Have you ever eaten shit?
Did you just see the set?
So, the question was from Michael Schooley.
Well, Michael Schooley
He wanted to know if, because one of his jokes was about your daughter eating shit, he wanted to know if you've ever eaten shit before.
I mean, I might have unknowingly, when you change a diaper and you forget that, maybe, I don't know, I'd have to look back.
Yeah.
So Jordan, about yourself, are you actually married and do you actually have kids?
I am married, married 10 years.
So
my
that's
husband's
jokes are based in some form of reality.
And then I have 2 kids, 1 and 4.
And did you actually say mediocrity?
Yeah.
Okay, you know that's not a word.
That's why I'm not good. That further exemplifies the point of my mediocre stuff.
Yeah,
That's true. That's true.
he did have dyslexia, so.
Can I see what dyslexia looks like?
Maybe later, Brian.
Thank you.
Like Brian doesn't know.
I hear you.
Does it smell like it sounds?
Yeah. Come on, Brian. You're the poster boy. It says, have you seen dyslexia? And there's your picture right there.
It depends if you've taken a shower or not yet.
I think it's sad that I agree with you. I am the poster boy of dyslexia
Yes.
and just dick problems.
So, Jordan, tell us a little about some of these jokes, how you came to them. What are some of your favorite jokes that you did tonight? Kind of a little bit about how you wrote those, what kind of inspired those.
Yeah, what's the inspiration? What's the background? Why?
Why? Okay, the kid one is pretty self-explanatory. The whole poop thing, that was actually an actual event that happened. She came up to me and just said, hey, I went poop and I didn't eat it. Funny thing about that, she's heard that joke so much that she now tells it to me, which is kind of awkward. And she actually performs it better than I do. So it's interesting.
We'll have to get her up here on stage.
Yeah.
Do a little time.
I have a question right there.
But,
Oh, we have another question. Question from the audience.
thank you. That was actually the first joke I ever wrote.
Well, let's repeat that.
Let's
Because a lot
repeat
of
that
people
for them.
can't hear that. So we had somebody from the audience who just gave you a compliment on one of your jokes, your
Well, let's
IKEA
not,
joke.
the compliments, let's not have that be the start of something that we have to put an end to.
But she said that she liked that IKEA joke about the hotel and stuff, which I thought was pretty clever.
She mentioned the Allen wrench.
Yep. Yep, and you have to put it all together, which is what would happen in an IKEA hotel, I think.
Man, fuck IKEA.
Can you imagine going into the IKEA hotel and all the furniture's there inside the box?
And
It's like,
just,
here, jerk.
I was like,
It's only $35 a night.
yeah. You just gotta put it together.
that's right.
Yeah, that joke was interesting because that was actually the very first joke I wrote. I started writing about 6 months before I did my first open mic.
So just to be clear, it's not the first joke you ever told, it's the first joke you ever purposely sat down to write.
I purposely said, I read the article and I'm like,
Because I'd say if that was the first funny thing you'd ever done,
it's pretty
I
sad.
would be a lot nicer.
I want a band tonight.
But yeah, I just read the article. I was thinking about, hey, maybe I should do stand-up. eventually. I didn't have a timetable when I was going to start or anything. But then I wrote that, and then from there I think it kind of opened up the floodgates. I told it a few people around work, and I got good reception. So it's almost like the joke that got me started.
Wait, I have a question.
10 months
Sorry.
later, I'm still using
The
it.
joke that launched 1,000 open mics.
So that joke, that's the first joke you wrote. Is that the first joke you told at an open mic?
It was like 3/4 of the way through my first open mic set. So I thought it was going to do well, and so I kind of left it really flatter with my first open mic.
Cool. I asked that because I still tell one of the first jokes I ever told in my first open mic, which you can see at bpopcomedy.com.
There you go.
Shameless plug. I don't give a shit.
Plug it, baby. Plug
This
it.
is at bpop.
Awesome. You want to plug anything? You got anything going on? What's going on?
Actually, I don't have any. I'm trying to get on some shows for September, so just follow me on Joe Maz Comedy on Twitter, and then on Facebook. And just launched my comedy website this week,
Yeah.
and also I'm starting a comedy.
So give us how are they going to find you? What, Facebook.com/
I think it's Jordan Mazziotti Comedy.
Jordan Mazziotti Comedy, JordanMazzioTiComedy.com.
No, JoeMazComedy.com. I didn't want him to have to spell that whole.
Yeah.
So Joe Maz Comedy.
JoeMazComedy.com.
Same as my Twitter's that as well. So,
Cool. Cool.
and hopefully I'll get some shows for September.
All right. All right, Jordan. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, no problem.
Appreciate it. Everybody, give it a hand for Jordan. Everybody.
I think everybody should buy his parents the beer.
Everybody buys parents a beer. Okay, guys, we're going to keep this show going with your next comedian. He's a good-looking guy. I mean, this guy, he's gorgeous. He is if you're thinking of anybody you want to date rape, this is the one right here. Put your hands together for Michael Shuley, everyone.